hundreds of thousands of pilgrims arrived in Fatima, Portugal. It was so dry that locals had to collect rainwater from their rooftops just to survive. There was literally no water anywhere. But then something miraculous happened that hardly anyone knows about today. Our Lady performed the exact same miracle that she did at Lourdes. She made water spring from completely dry ground. Welcome to America Needs Fatima. I'm Adrian Fonseca. These videos exist to capture the heart and soul of America with the message of Our Lady of Fatima, because it's the solution for our times. Today you'll discover the incredible miracle of water springs that appeared at Fatima, with first-hand accounts of miraculous healings that almost no one knows about today. And here's what's even more special. Later in this video, I'll show you how to get a free book that connects these miracles to God's plan for America right now. On November 13th, 1921, Fatima, Portugal had a small problem. Even before thousands of pilgrims started coming to this remote Portuguese village, water was scarce. The locals, they had to collect rainwater that dripped from their house roofs into containers. That's how dry this place was. Now imagine hundreds of thousands of pilgrims arriving. How on earth could they provide enough water for all these people? Humanly speaking, it was impossible. But Our Lady had a plan. After the first open-air mass was celebrated in the memorial chapel of the apparitions, the water crisis became obvious. The bishop of the area made what seemed like a crazy decision. He ordered a well to be dug exactly where the shepherd children stood during the first apparition. The local peasants actually laughed at him. "He's just an outsider," they said. "He doesn't know this area. It's a complete waste of money." Workers dug a small hole exactly where they were told. Then, they stepped back in absolute awe as crystal clear water bubbled up just a few steps from the olm oak tree where Our Lady appeared. One local farmer was completely baffled. "I don't know how to explain this," he said. "There's simply nothing here. There's no way any spring could pop up. It must have been a miracle from heaven." Or from the bishop. Those who had doubted the apparitions, including priests, were converted on the spot when they saw water flowing from that bone-dry land. But Our Lady wasn't finished. Since one spring wasn't enough for all the pilgrims, the bishop ordered 2 more wells to be dug just meters away. And guess what? Water flowed again, just like the first time. Then, something beautiful happened. The 3 springs were gathered into one central fountain that was absolutely remarkable. It looked like this. The miraculous spring was shaped like a circle, about 2 meters tall and 10 meters across, resembling a flared, somewhat steep basin common in Portuguese cities. 15 faucets were arranged along the edge, representing the 15 mysteries of the Rosary. During major pilgrims, volunteer boys distributed the water, and a sign above the fountain declared the water was free and it was strictly forbidden to give or accept tips. These volunteers carefully managed access to the taps as pilgrims waited in line from early morning until late afternoon to get their precious supply. For decades, these miraculous springs were a popular devotion site. Sadly, they gradually disappeared as modern construction took over. Today, only a few taps remain at the base of the Sacred Heart statue. Now, here's what you really want to know. Did genuine miracles, did genuine healings actually happen? Now let me read you first-hand accounts from the Portuguese journal Voice of Fatima. Aminda dos Anjos reports, "My condition was extremely serious, and having received the last rites, I was close to death. Then, with the strongest faith, I drank the marvelous water of Our Lady of Fatima that a pious lady gave me. I felt great relief with the very first spoonful I took. A novena to Our Lady of Fatima followed. When it ended, I had completely recovered. My gratitude to Our Lady will be eternal." Fernanda Franco also testifies to being healed by the water that came from the site of Our Lady's first apparition. "For 12 years, I suffered from severe pain in my stomach and intestines. With unwavering devotion, I said a novena to Our Lady of Fatima, drank her miraculous water for 3 days, and quickly recovered. The pains never returned. I thank Our Lady of Fatima with all my heart for this great grace. It is a shame that no one knows about the powers of this miraculous waters of Fatima. When I was in Fatima, I remember seeing the fountain and I actually knew nothing about it. I actually walked right past it as if it was a normal drinking fountain. We need to share this information with our friends and family. I know when I go back to Fatima, I will make sure to go visit this fountain and even bring some of that precious gift home with me. You know, these miraculous healings point to something much bigger than just physical cures. At Fatima, Our Lady didn't perform just miracles. She gave us a complete roadmap for peace and conversion through devotion to her Immaculate Heart. This is exactly why I want to offer you something special today. I want to send you our incredible book, The Immaculate Heart of Mary and God's Plan for America, absolutely free. This isn't just any book. It's your guide to understanding how the Fatima message applies directly to America today. You discover the 5 specific offenses against the Immaculate Heart that Our Lady mentioned, and how devotion to her Immaculate Heart can counter the errors destroying the culture, and why she promised that finally my Immaculate Heart will triumph. When you become a Child of Mary member, you don't just get this life-changing ebook for free. You also receive daily masses offered in your name, a subscription to Crusade magazine, and a beautiful metal lapel pin featuring Our Lady's image. And most importantly, you'll join thousands of Americans spreading the message of hope that our country desperately needs. So click the link in the description box down below to become a Child of Mary today and claim your free copy of this essential ebook. The Miraculous Springs of Fatima reminds us that Our Lady's care extends to every part of our lives, physical, spiritual, and practical. Just as she discovered life-giving water in a desert land, she continues to provide the graces that we need to overcome the spiritual deserts of our modern world. If you are ever blessed to visit Fatima, seek out those remaining taps and remember the miraculous abundance Our Lady once provided there. And please, share this story. Too few people know about these incredible miracles beyond the famous miracle of the sun. And before I go, I want to thank some generous Child of Mary members who make these videos possible. Robert D., Michael W., Phyllis P., and Vicky Z. Your support helps us spread Our Lady's message to thousands of souls. And if you become a Child of Mary member, you may have your name read in future videos. And if today's story about miraculous healing waters inspires you, I think you'll be amazed by this next video about the scientifically verified miracles at Lourdes. Click on the screen right now to discover how 70 miraculous cures have passed the most rigorous medical scrutiny. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. May God bless you, and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you.